What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Let's go for today's start question. How many of you have ridden a B&M Floorless coaster, and which was your favorite? Chances are you've ridden one of the 13, and there's some pretty good ones out there, but this got me wondering which one is truly the best. And I think there's some pretty worthy ones to look at, like Superman Krypton Coaster, Kraken, etc. But there's also another one in China that I genuinely think could be king, and I wanted to take a look at it with you guys today. Reaching heights of over 100 feet and being located on top of and on the side of a massive mountain in Hong Kong, this custom floorless coaster overlooking the ocean takes riders through a total of 4 inversions and speeds of up to 55 miles per hour, and also looks like one of the most scenic rides in the world. So without spoiling too much more, of course, what is it, and where did it come from? This is the story of Ocean Park's Hair Raiser. Ocean Park, inaugurated on January 10, 1977 by the governor of Hong Kong, was built as a subsidiary of the Hong Kong Jockey Club and costed roughly $19 million to build at the time. This low cost came as a result of the Hong Kong government offering the land for free, and another $30 million was put into the park between 1982 and 1984. It was also around this time that the infamous Dragon roller coaster was added as well, being the first coaster to operate there, and since then, 3 more coasters have been added as well. Though, unfortunately, 2 of them closed just last year for good. However, the topic of today's video, Hair Raiser, still stands, and I'm going to give you a brief rundown of it. And I will say, its history as far as construction and whatnot goes isn't as intense as some of the other coasters I've covered, so I'm pretty much just going to be running over the ride as a whole and its layout, so just keep that in mind. Anyways, opening on December 8th, 2011 at a cost of roughly $15 million, this custom floorless coaster built by Bolliger and Mabillard is the 12th floorless coaster to have been built around the world and the second to utilize a cliff in its support structure. This cliffside element is perhaps what makes the ride so unique, but more so than that, offers one of the best views of any coaster out there to date. When boarding the ride, guests are greeted with the large smiling face entrance, loosely based on Luna Park Sydney in Australia, and proceed to follow a mildly themed queue to the station. Once riders have boarded and the train is dispatched, the train makes a slight left-hand turn and begins to ascend the chain lift hill. Riders then pass through a pre-drop as it approaches the top of the lift, before making a sharp left bend into the first drop. When the train hits the bottom of the drop, riders experience a vertical loop, then a small left-hand turn before performing the second of 4 elements, a dive loop. It's also at this moment that they will experience the most forceful moment on the ride at 4 Gs. After that, the train passes through a small airtime/bunny hill and then a 0G roll. Following this, the train then approaches the coaster's final inversion in Immelman and then enters a twisted airtime moment followed by another right turn before coming to a complete stop. Riders bank right after passing through the final brake run and enter the station, ending the 1-minute ride experience. So, with all that said, again, I know this video was a little bit shorter because I was more so just running over the layout, but I think Hair Raiser looks like a pretty decent ride and potentially the best floorless out there. I've actually ridden 7 of the 13 now, so I'd love to have this under my belt, and I'd be curious to hear what you all think about it. Heck, maybe it's time I take a trip out to Ocean Park for you guys, who knows. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching regardless, and please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's content. Subscribing is free and would really help us out, so please do that and support us if you enjoyed it. Of course, stay tuned for another video coming in a couple days, but I won't drag this on, so until then, we'll see you all there. See ya!